Welcome to this investigative report by John Simon, where we delve into the mysterious connections between popular films and real-world events. Today, we focus on two iconic movies, the 1996 blockbuster Independence Day and the 1995 western Quick and the Dead. Simon alleges that these films contain hidden messages and clues that point to a larger conspiracy involving his own life and the tragic events of 9/11. Through careful analysis and visual evidence, we will explore how these movies may have been used as markers, and what this could mean for our understanding of history and media influence. John Simon, the investigator, claims that he was targeted and used as a marker for the 9/11 attacks while residing at two specific addresses, 69 Driggs Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, and 6240 Malvern Avenue in Alta Loma, California. He further alleges a conspiracy to abduct his children, removing them from his care and placing them with an abusive guardian. Simon believes that these personal tragedies are intertwined with a broader political and religious agenda, and that clues to these events are hidden in popular films. Let's examine the evidence he presents, starting with Independence Day. In Independence Day, a pivotal scene features the character David Levinson, played by Jeff Goldblum, drawing a diagram on a sheet of paper. Simon points out that this diagram mirrors three dots, one on his own nose, one on Ms. Elizabeth Short's chest, and a hockey rink near his Malvern home. The diagram also connects three streets, Malvern Avenue, La Gloria Street, and Kinlick Street, forming a horseshoe shape. Simon argues that this visual is not coincidental, but a coded reference to his life, and the locations tied to the 9/11 attacks, as previously detailed in his earlier investigative reports. Another striking piece of evidence comes from a scene where David Levinson's laptop displays the numbers 00, 09, 11, 51. Simon interprets this as a direct reference to the date 9/11/01 and the number 5, which he believes is significant to his personal story. This moment, captured in the film, is presented as more than just a random sequence. It's suggested to be a preemptive notification of the 9/11 attacks. Simon's analysis draws a connection between the film's narrative and real-world events, raising questions about the intent behind these cinematic details. The investigation continues with another scene from Independence Day. Here, David Levinson is seen on a helicopter, fleeing the White House as chaos unfolds. His laptop now displays the numbers 00, 09, 10, 49. Simon connects these numbers to his own addresses and the birth months of his children, April and September. He suggests that the film is not only referencing the 9/11 attacks, but also alluding to the abduction of his children and the manipulation of his life through forced servitude. The release date of Independence Day and its proximity to political events further fuel Simon's suspicions. Simon's investigation doesn't stop at visual clues. He analyzes the release dates of Independence Day and significant political events, such as the Bush-Gore election. By calculating the days between these dates, he arrives at numbers that he believes reinterpret as 9/11/1, reinforcing his theory of a hidden agenda. This approach combines numerology with film analysis, suggesting that the timing of these releases was intentional and part of a larger pattern. Simon's meticulous calculations aim to demonstrate a deliberate connection between his personal experiences and national tragedies. Shifting focus to the 1995 film Quick and the Dead, Simon identifies further evidence. Written by Simon Moore, the film features a scene with Gene Hackman and Russell Crowe, with a chair in the background resembling McGorlick Park near Simon's Brooklyn home. Simon interprets the two actors as representing the Brooklyn Bridge and, by extension, New York City. He argues that these visual cues, when combined with his previous findings, support the belief that he was used as a marker for the 9/11 attacks and that his children's abduction was part of a larger conspiracy. Simon continues his analysis by examining the release date of Quick and the Dead, February 10, 1995, and calculating the days until September 11, 2001. The total, 2406 days, matches the digits in his California address, 6240 Malvern Avenue. Simon believes this numerical coincidence is further proof of a deliberate connection between his life and the events of 9/11. He argues that these patterns are too precise to be accidental, suggesting a hidden network of messages embedded within popular culture and media. In summary, John Simon's investigative report presents a complex web of connections between films, personal experiences, and major historical events. Through visual evidence, numerology, and symbolic interpretation, Simon argues that he was used as a marker for the 9/11 attacks and that his family was targeted as part of a larger conspiracy. While these claims are extraordinary, they invite us to consider the ways in which media, politics, and personal narratives can intersect in unexpected ways. Whether or not you accept Simon's conclusions, his investigation challenges us to look deeper into the stories we consume and the patterns we might otherwise overlook.